I used to trip over my words, metaphorically and literally. I used to stumble and stammer. My voice would shake, my thoughts would race ahead of my mouth, and by the time I tried to catch up, the sentence was already gone. Public speaking was extremely scary for me when I first started out. In class, I would avoid raising my hand even when I knew the answer. To say I was nervous would be an understatement. I know what it's like to be intimidated by crowds, and I can relate to other students who feel the same way. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, about 7 in 10 people fear public speaking. Now, this just might be me, but standing here today, I see 1, 2, 3, definitely more than 10 of us. So, if your stomach tightens at the thought of presenting, I want you to know it's completely normal. Even this morning, I had the butterflies before I stepped onto this very stage. And here I am, hugging my stage fright, given the pleasure to speak to you all today. Growing up, I heard the same traditional cliches everyone does. Don't rock the boat, play it safe, don't bite off more than you can chew. These traditional phrases are beliefs meant to protect us, yet they can keep us stuck and stagnant, preventing us from making progress. You see, playing it safe works really well until it doesn't. Playing it safe doesn't remove fear from a scary situation. It simply lets fear make the decision. Think about it. How many times have you played it safe and let your fears take over? When I hear the word comfort, I imagine getting bundled up in a nice warm blanket on a cold winter day. To me, comfort meant feeling relaxed, feeling safe. Yet in reality, my comfort zone was nothing like that. For me, staying safe meant not speaking. It meant not raising my hand in class, not sharing my opinions in group discussion, and even refusing to speak up if I needed help when shopping. I didn't just have a fear of public speaking. I had a fear of being seen. And the more I avoided it, the more logical it sounded. Why should I embarrass myself again? That's the problem with comfort zones. Instead of their harmless appearance, they can be much more threatening than you believe. You see, your comfort zone isn't silent, but it can silence you. The first trap that kept me stuck in my comfort zone is repetition. If I stumbled once, I automatically assumed public speaking would be uncomfortable every single time. My negative past controlled my future. I was stuck in a vicious cycle. So I did what I did best. I kept my voice quiet and unnoticeable. I avoided situations where I could see my fears were exaggerated and finally build that positive experience. I was stuck. The second trap I faced is identity. I kept telling myself, I'm just not a public speaker. I didn't see myself as someone who could be confident, brave, or fearless. That's just not who I was. It felt like a name tag that wouldn't stick. The third and final trap I faced is fear of high stakes. I only did things I knew I could handle. I only took risks when absolutely necessary. In the words of "go big or go home," I went home and curled into my comfort blanket. Yes, I didn't fail big, but I also didn't grow either. What changed everything for me wasn't suddenly loving public speaking and shouting it from the rooftops. It was taking small, tiny risks every single day. I challenged myself to raise my hand at least once, to ask one question instead of 0. I even joined my school's speech and debate team. I chose to step into the very situations that scared me the most, even if it was a small step. Growth only happens when we embrace discomfort and challenge old limiting beliefs. By stepping outside my comfort zone, I opened a door of opportunities I never imagined possible. By reframing fear as a motivator, I turned my shyness into a strength. If you take anything with you today, please let it be this. Do one uncomfortable action every single day. Say the thought you almost swallowed. Ask the question you talked yourself out of. Raise your hand, even if it shakes. Say the thought, ask the question, and raise your hand. Because playing it safe is the riskiest choice. And the greatest risk isn't speaking up. It's living your entire life unheard. Thank you.